Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Claire Rosenzweig, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all today to this event. We're very proud to be presenting our 5th forum about corporate responsibility. It's a special year, too. This marks the 100th anniversary of the BBB system nationwide. We feel like celebrating, and one way we do that is through having a program like this today. Some very special people helped us plan today's programs, leaders in corporate responsibility, just like all of you. And we have board members, we have a lot of people here today from our program committee who helped us develop today's event. So before we start, I do just want to take a moment to thank all of those people, as well as our sponsors, because they do help make this program possible. First of all, I would like to express our deep gratitude to our forum's very generous major sponsor, Ernst & Young. We want to give a big thank you to our vice chair from Ernst & Young, Mike Portigello. Mike, where are you? There you are. He's here. He's been a fantastic supporter of this event, not just this time, but many times, so we really appreciate it. We also want to thank Nielsen, one of our longtime members as a benefactor sponsor, and we would like to thank NYSE Euronext, or NICE, for being a terrific benefactor sponsor as well, and also for Michelle Green's participation as a panelist today. She's also been to this event before. And many thanks to our board member Ed Hutner, and also to Kunjali Trika and Lydia Dahl of NICE Euronext. Tishman Spire as well, also on our board, Paul Galliano, our outgoing chair. I want to thank them for being a friend sponsor. And of course, Emblem Health. It's a pleasure to express our deep thanks to Vice Chair and panel speaker today, Valerie Reardon, who is hosting us for the 3rd time. So we really appreciate that. And here she is, Valerie.
Thanks, Claire. As Claire had mentioned, we have a really packed schedule today, so just a couple of quick housekeeping items. Good morning, first of all, to everybody. I know it's early, so we appreciate everybody coming out. It's a real testament to these types of events that people like yourselves do come and take the time to participate in them, so thank you very much. We have refreshments for you outside, men's and ladies' rooms over to the side if you need them. Again, feel free to, wander about. You can go outside. The area outside is available for people to go out and take a little bit of a break. The elevated acre, which you'll see, is one of the unique spots here in Manhattan. So if you hadn't had a chance to go and look at the view, please do so before you leave. Special thanks to, again, Luana Lewis from BBB for working so diligently and so hard to put this together. Here at Emblem Health, Jackie Lemon Denton is the person that coordinates all this for us and all of our outside events. So Jackie, I don't know if you're here in the room, but many, many thanks to you for that. Again, a great program this morning. I think very, very timely, certainly something for everybody in the discussions and the panelists. The keynote, Tim will be talking to you about things that are very, very relevant and very current. So please ask questions, participate. This is, a learning event for everybody. So again, thank you. Thanks to Claire and the BBB. These are wonderful programs, and I hope you all enjoy it. So have a good morning.
Thank you, Valerie. And we'll be seeing Valerie again as a panelist a little bit later in the program. And again, as people filter in, please just make your way to any of the seats. By the time this day is out, I believe they'll all be taken. So something to look forward to. Many of the leading groups working in corporate responsibility, 18 of them, a record breaker for us, collaborated with us today to help get all of you to attend. Quite a few are represented here today, and we want to thank each and every one of you. I also would like to thank our media supporter, Corporate Responsibility Magazine. I have every single one of the 18 organizations. I would like to just invite you to read them up on the screen as they go through in the interest of time. Some of our event supporters have provided materials. It's out on the back table outside. Please feel free to take any of that material. And finally, And hardly last, and certainly not least, is our BBB staff, our interns, our volunteers, for all the work that they put into putting on today. And again, I want to echo what Valerie said. Luana Lewis is a jewel, and she's amazing. She just does an incredible job of organizing these events with our program committee. And I just want to take a moment to thank her especially. Thank you. And also, some of you might know Mary Montgomery, who's the lady out at the front. She is retiring, which breaks my heart. We've been working together 17 years. And so so if you see her out there, she's going to be leaving us soon, for those of you who know her. Now, I'd like to take just a quick moment. I mentioned it was the BBB Centennial, and I want to take a quick look back at where we've been together. Some have said that the BBB was the first experiment in responsible behavior. So literally, corporate DNA is in our blood. It's in our DNA. In our early days, 100 years ago, false and misleading advertising was a problem. It was a serious problem. And business leaders like Samuel Dobbs, sales manager and then later president of Coca-Cola, believed that terrible selling practices caused people to distrust all marketers, not a good thing. And this was poisoning the marketplace for reputable companies and businesses. So to combat this problem, businesses and advertising leaders of that day formed the Vigilance Committee in Minneapolis in 1912, and it was later changed to the Better Business Bureau in 1916. It was a name change. The first permanent full-time manager of that Minneapolis Vigilance Committee was a man named H.J. Kenner. He was a notable figure in business ethics. He was a newspaper reporter, an advertising manager, and a commercial organization manager. And after doing his thing in Minneapolis, he came to New York and actually led our very own BBB and the national organization for the BBBs, which was here for a long time. And he helped to shape many of the bedrock principles that we follow today: honesty, integrity, fairness, transparency, and last but not least, trust. Our Metro New York BBB was formed in 1922 by the New York Stock Exchange. And obviously, they're still very active and involved today to help fight investment fraud, which clearly we're still doing today in the system. Over the years, our BBB mission has grown. In addition to creating reports on businesses, we also, which to the surprise of many, also do reports on charities. We review charities against standards, 20 standards of charity accountability. And that has been going on literally for about 70 years, because businesses used to say to the BBB, can you help us out and learn a little bit about this or that charity? And so that's how it all got started. And again, not a lot of people know that, but over the entire system, we have about 11,000 published reports on charities, which I believe might be the largest in the country. We are a dedicated fraud fighter for consumers, including for your employees. And as everybody knows, we're also the place to go where everybody complains. Just in New York alone, we get about 65,000 complaints a year, and nationally it's close to 1 million. We're one of the largest and most effective ways of resolving problems with businesses outside of the court system, which saves everybody a lot of money. So what's the result? Last year, the BBB system, and again, this is all over North America, provided over 103 million instances of service to businesses and the public. And looking into the future, we know now, well, basically, we want to know now what we can do for you. So that's why we're always listening and trying to learn from you to be able to provide the programs that you need that we can provide. So speak up, when it comes time for questions after our speakers, ask a lot of questions. We've provided you with index cards in your packets. Write your questions on those. We'll have staff walking around to collect them, and we'll provide them to the moderators so they can speak. And again, we would like you to leave today with new ideas. That's always a must in our programs. We want you to walk out of here with something that you can take home and use. So again, ask a lot of questions. And then we do have an evaluation sheet in your packets. that is gold to us when you fill those out. We really want to know what you think and what you feel as far as this topic. It helps us to develop new programs. So please, even if you leave early, drop them off in the box outside.